friends, to my kitchen. You wonder what am I doing today? Well, I'm making chouriço. I already have a video on my channel how to make chouriço, but this is a very small amount that I'm making, and I thought some people might like to make some smaller quantity instead of the big quantity that I have. Anyway, I have here 30, 36 pounds of pork shoulder. I buy my pork shoulder at Costco. I buy they call the cushion, those big packs. I bought one of those, and then I also have pork shoulder, the one that has the bone. I take the bone, good for soup. So anyway, so this is what I'm doing today. It's a rainy day, and it's a perfect day to make this. I've been wanting to do it, and today is a perfect day for this. So what I'm doing is I'm cubing the meat, and I'm cubing it smaller than what I usually do because I bought a machine that it's to stuff the chouriço. So, and I figured if I make it smaller, it'll be easier probably to stuff it. So I'm cutting probably about ½ inch cubes, very small cubes. I mean, I'm not measuring, but and I'm using a lot of the fat. If it has like big chunks of fat, I take that out. So I'll save that for some cleansings or something. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make chouriço, and it's the perfect time for me to stay indoor and cut this. I'm at my last piece. I'm at the end, and I remember during this time of the year, this is when my parents used to kill the pigs. So anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna show you step by step how I do it. So I'm just cutting the meat. Some of this meat was still frozen, so you need a good knife, a good sharp knife, pointy knife if you have. But a good knife is the key for cutting this. I could go and grind it and use my, but it's a small, in no time I get this done. So anyway, I'm going to continue with this, and then next step I'll show you. Friends, I am done cutting all my meat, and now I'm going to start doing the marinade. I have here a cup of bell pepper sauce. I want this with flavor, but I don't want too spicy because my grandkids might eat some of this, and they don't like spicy stuff. So I have 1 cup. I might add more as we go along. And then I have a ½ cup of malagueta, which is a little bit spicy. Not too much, but it is spicy. Okay. I have 1 cup of, I put this garlic in my food processor so it's really finely chopped. Okay. And I usually use the big jugs of red wine, but I didn't have, this is what I had at home. I didn't want to go out there in the rain, so I'm using Cabernet Sauvignon. So you want a good wine. And I'm going to put this whole bottle. Not even going to leave some for me to drink tonight. All in there. And I'm going to put, because my pepper already has salt, I'm going to put ½ cup of salt. And that's it. And then I'm going to mix all this. And then what I'll do tomorrow I'll take some pieces and I will try,
I'll fry them and try to see if the the salt is good, if it needs more. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna put more pepper in here. So probably 2 cups. Ooh, this is cold. 2 cups of bell pepper, and then 1 cup of the malagueta. I'm not even gonna measure. So I'd probably have 3 cups of the bell pepper sauce, because I want color, and this is what's gonna give me color. I don't put no paprika, nothing else in my linguiça. And then this one, I'm gonna take maybe a cup. So, because I like a little bit with a little bit of heat, but not too much. Like I said, because my grandchildren are gonna eat this, I don't want it too spicy. And now I'm gonna mix it again. And like I said, I'm gonna put this in a refrigerator, and then tomorrow I try. I'm not gonna stuff it tomorrow because it's gonna be raining again. So, yeah, that's much better. So tomorrow I'll fry a little pieces to try it, and then I'll see if it needs more garlic, or if it needs more anything, salt. The wine, I think it's good. I don't need it no more. So, anyway, I'm gonna cover this and put this in the refrigerator. Friends, this is how we fill up the container with the meat. I put the meat inside and I try to push it in so there's no gaps in between. So we can fill it up as much as we can. This will probably go in 3 times. I'll fill this 3 times and it'll be done in no time. Okay, to the top, push it in. I have my casings here. These casings, I bought them at our butcher, but you can buy them on Amazon too. Just make sure you buy hawk casings and nothing else, because you need them to be big enough for the shitties. So you want to start pulling in, and the first one is always hard, but once you get it going, it goes easy. And then I give a knot at this end, and make sure you tighten the knot tight so it doesn't come out. And I want something to poke once the meat, because there's hair bubbles and you want to poke them. So now we're going to push this down, and that meat's going to start. When you do this, see there's air, you want to poke it. And that meat will come out, and in no time it will fill the casing. These casings, I've used them so many times, so I got pieces of them, so they're not very big. And then what I do is, I'm already going to, but you don't have to do that. You can fill them and then go back. But I'm already kind of filling them, so it will be easy as much as we can and poking those air bubbles, so we don't have to put more later. Okay, and this one is done, and we put it aside. Get another one. See, these are real small because I'm at the end of the batch. So hopefully I have enough to do this. Otherwise I have to borrow from my sister. So we're gonna put a new casing. But if you have a big casing, in no time this gets done. You don't have to keep putting a new casing. Once you get that started and it goes fast, let me start filling again. This one is going to be a small one. They're long, in no time this is done. So these are going to take a little bit longer because they're all little pieces. First batch I made, it was in no time I had it done. So now I'm gonna tighten this. I'm gonna try to, and leave a little bit, don't do it towards the end. I think that's what, see, what I did. If you do that knot towards the end, it will come out. And here we go, another one. And they're small machines, smaller than these. If you're one that wants to do it quite often, and this will be good for any kind of sausage. I'm gonna try down the road, do blood sausage, so I wanna see how this works. Okay friends, I'm now tying my Chouriço. So I ran out of casings and I went to borrow some from my sister, but hers, they're a lot smaller. You can see. This is one of mine, this is hers. So, but anyway, but they did the job. She ordered these through Amazon and they worked. So now I am stretching them and making sure that there's no air pockets in it. And then I tied a knot at the end and make sure that knot is tied. And then I twist it. When I want the length the size that I want, I twist it around. The olden days when we were home, we had to tie it. So somebody was putting all the meat in the casing. Somebody else was poking and twisting around and tying in between instead of twisting. We didn't twist it. But now we use the casing. And here it is, 2 of them. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do these, and then I'm gonna put my smoker going, and we're gonna smoke this for a couple hours. I don't like mine too smoked because I don't want to dry the meat too much. If you leave them there too long, they dry out the meat. So anyway, I'll continue this and then I'll show you.
I just put my linguiça in my smoker. This is just a regular smoker that I have, and I got these boards, these sticks. They're the ones you use on your closet, and I cut it to the dimension of the smoker, and then I just hang my linguiça here. This is propane, but I put some wood chips so it can give the flavor of the smoke. And I'm just gonna put it here on low and then keep rotating them back and forth so they get smoked and dried all the way around. But I have it on the lowest setting. Um, so that's what I'm gonna do today is smoke my shitties. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how I smoke my shitties. I was able to fit here in this little smoker, 36 pounds. It's all in here. So I close the door and just keep checking throughout the day.
Okay, friends, I just wanted to show you that I just took my shitties out of the smoker, and I'm just gonna let them cool over here, and then when they cool, I'm gonna clean them and bag them and be ready to go in the freezer. Here it is, 36 pounds. Did it all in one smoking. I turned it around a couple times, so they look beautiful. I'll show you when they're all done.
Okay, friends, here it is, my shitties. This is 36 pounds. They give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I already put one for my son. So at least 10 packs, and each one has 4 uh, long shitties. They smell so good, and they're ready for the freezer. So I will leave this recipe, which is about 36 pounds. Um, if you don't use all this, you can split with a family member or with a friend. Um, divide all this. But this in the freezer, this can last to a year in the freezer, in Ziploc bags like this, or wrapped up in the freezer bag paper. So I will leave this recipe on in the description. So if you want to make, it's very easy, and there's nothing like making your own shitties at home. So you give it a try, and tell me if you like it, this recipe, and if it's easy for you to make. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Give me some thumbs up, and share my videos with your family, friends, and on your social media. And until next time, let's get cooking.